National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Striker, 3-3. Set.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown Super Bowl favorite.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Touchdown! Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Fields it right around the goal line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first down, it's Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. "20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown." Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
And I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. Now, offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, two heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, Herbert. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. George Pickens, 62 yards. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Bears 7. Carlos Santos with the ball for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to give into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. They push it back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. There'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
This is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, did a little toe tap.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there, exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 1st down throw, Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now Fields. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly a disaster, but it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Here's a give to Herbert. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Herbert once more. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A handoff for Herbert. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go on 4th down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run here with Herbert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up a throw to the right side and complete to Atwell. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And some space here. Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense or more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They'll run. It's Herbert. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 67 yards. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
14, Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The slot man in motion right. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Herbert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Herbert. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He's back to throw. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, going to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it in that spot.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw.
That one complete to Skoranek.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Ready.
He'll look to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, They had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end on that last play.